And we're live. Alrighty, so hi everyone. Welcome back to another Monday Meetup. We are now at episode 12. And as I started last week, we're doing virtual visits around the globe, but we're still in Canada though. So I have met some amazing people on my business journey so far. So I wanted to make sure I did a few in Canada first because I had some people that I've met personally that I really wanted to bring on. And four of them, I guess, three screens are with us today. So thank you guys for coming on. I'm not going to repeat my story so much today because otherwise you're going to get sick of hearing it every single week. But we have here, we're actually all in Alberta and we all met up, I think it was August 2019? 2019. The days are all blending together. 2019, we went to the Chuck Wagons together. This was the first time I met anyone from the business in person apart from my mentors. And so it was a great meetup and it really gave me a new perspective of the business and a whole new excitement for it. Since then, I've hit milestones and met so many more people. And that's another thing I really love about these meetups is because every week I get to meet more people that I get to network with, and it really helps the business grow and it really gives you so much more excitement for it each week. So I'm loving doing these. Like I said, I'm not going to tell my story too much today, but I'm going to give these guys the floor straight away. We're going to go to Sue and Rick. They've got a little bit of internet fun. So just in case they cut out, we're going to go straight to them. And they're just going to share a little bit about their journey so far and why they're doing this lovely business that we're all doing. So whenever you're ready, guys.
Stop.
Are you ready?
Always it's hard. Never know what you do. Well, we are Sue and Rick Fraser. We come from Central Alberta, and we came into this business back in 2018, August, September, somewhere in that vicinity. Before that, we owned some vacuum trucks for many years, 23 years, yeah. And we also did truck wagon racing. I know a lot of people know what it is, and there's lots of people that don't know what it is.
Probably don't know what it is and do. But
I never did.
Yeah, it was. You did, or you don't know, Sherry?
I never did before I've seen it.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry.
It was a lot of fun, though, wasn't it? We had a great group join us back in 2019, and we showed everybody what our life consisted of for so many years, and we totally enjoyed it. It was something that Rick was born and raised in, and that was his passion in life. And as a wife, I followed suit and did everything alongside with them. So.
She did all the work. But we had our vacuum truck business, which actually supported the horses for a long time, and it was a lot of work and a lot of overhead that people don't really realize how much goes into owning a few trucks. It's not just the trucks, that's the easy part. Then you got to find employees. That's what I really like about this is you're relying on yourself, and it's not a group of people that you have to try to motivate to get out of bed in the morning. You do it not really on your own. You got a whole community pulling in the same direction.
Right. But it's your business.
But you're an independent business person.
That's right.
That's right.
So if you don't do anything, nothing happens.
That's right.
So that's pretty much the same as our businesses. I mean, we made it happen, and we knew we were the kind of people that were driven that, especially with the vacuum truck, because we started with one little vacuum truck, and we had no idea how to do it. Such as in this business, we didn't know what we were doing. Well, we jumped in, and we knew that we were going to succeed regardless.
Unlike this, the vacuum trucks and the horses, here there's mentorship, and there's a whole community helping one another succeed.
Right.
It's spectacular.
And you can see it right here today, right? We have all helped each other one way or another.
And people probably, well, do you make any money? Well, it replaced our income. So what other great thing can you say?
And we're pretty fortunate because we are, like we said, semi-retired. In 2018, we sold the trucks.
That's right.
And then 2018, we made a corporate decision to retire from the horses. It wasn't an easy decision, but it was something that we did. And so we had to find something else because we're so young still.
That's right.
And we still have living to do, so, and some bills and expenses and whatnot. So we ended up.
And there's necklaces and rings to buy. What else? Holidays and holidays to go on.
So we did need something else, and we came upon this in the internet, and we sought it out, and you know, one thing led to another, and we began under some other people. They became our mentors, and yeah, we haven't looked back.
No, that's right. And I tell people, you know, our last vacuum truck that we purchased was over $600,000 is what we paid for that thing.
Yeah.
And that got it home
Ouch.
in the yard. That didn't do anything else. You know, you still had to hire people, do all this other stuff.
Yeah.
You know, this thing is just simply the best opportunity there is out there, bar nothing.
Yeah.
Other than winning the lottery, and that's kind of crapshoot. But
this is better odds.
This is way better odds. And I like what Robert Kiyosaki said. You know, if you're not working online when this is all over, you will be left behind. And that was a huge statement, and I really took that to heart. And I listened to that statement. I think it was about 6 months ago I heard it. Yeah, and I passed that along to other people.
Awesome.
So that's part of our journey, I guess. You know, we could keep on going on more and more and more, but again, we both are doing it. We both, because we're doing it together. A lot of people are doing it singly, but we do it as a couple. So I give him jobs to do, and I have my job to do, and we just make it work. And that's what we did in our other companies too. The same thing.
Yeah.
What are the main things that you focus on each to kind of work it together?
What do you focus on?
Oh, go ahead.
Whatever she tells you to.
He just does what I love. He loves to talk. So I give him that job to talking to people that are definitely interested in becoming their own entrepreneurs. And so, and I'm at the computer a good portion of the day doing the paperwork and whatever, all the other things that are tied to it. So like we say, it's like, we always said, it's just like the chuck wagon, you know, it's like a wagon wheel. You got the hub and you got the workers, the spokes. Mm-hmm. And it all ties together.
Yeah, perfect. Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing. And just like you said, the community that we have does, that's one thing I just could not believe until you're actually in part of it, to realize that everyone does actually work together, that it's not a competition like so many other businesses where they're trying to like beat each other and be that one better. As a community, we've worked out that by working together, it makes us all better. So we're onto a good thing here, that's for sure, by all working together. And like you said, this is a great example. None of you had to be here to help me show different people from the business, but I really appreciate it. So thank you guys. Now, Jody's off mute, so let's go to Jody next. And you can share a little bit about your journey. You are part of Jody and Rob. So take it away.
Part of Jody and Rob, but mostly Jody. Rob does help out. I think that's one of the things that we love about this business is you don't have to be you people think you're a girl and you just do it yourself, but this is for everybody. You know, it's for couples, it's for a guy, it's for girls, it's for your kids who are over 18. You know, but it is really something that it is for everyone. Part of our story was it's not unfortunately, it's probably really common now, but back when it happened, it really wasn't. We signed up and got our feet, jumped in both feet in mid-November of 2017. Sorry, like Rick and my years are all like melting together. I don't know. So it was 2017. To backtrack that a bit, I had just had, I'm from the hospitality industry traditionally. I've worked at some pretty major places and resorts and Actually, I worked for the Calgary Stampede for several years as well. And I had burnout really, really bad, to the point where they actually thought I had PTSD because the stress. I was under so much stress. So I left the Calgary Stampede. I actually took a year off and I didn't do anything. Then I got a fantastic offer in Banff, Alberta, in Banff National Park, to work at a ski resort. And oh my God, I was so excited about it because I ski and my family were from Canmore. So I thought this is the perfect job for me. Well, I worked at a ski resort and I was there for 3 years and I didn't ski once. So I know, right? So I get free skiing at all these resorts because that's what we do out here. If you work for one, you get to ski it all. And 3 years, I didn't ski once. And that was something that I loved to do. And I didn't get to enjoy it at all. And then I was working so much at the hill because our season's 8 months long for skiing. And I missed my dad's last Christmas. So my dad was diagnosed with cancer and we thought he had 2 years and he didn't. And I had to work Christmas Day. I was there Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, right through till January 10th or whatever it was. So I missed my dad's last Christmas. And that was something I can never get back and I'll never forgive myself for. I have been focused for the last 25 years in hospitality and entertainment, making sure everybody else had the best time of their life. And my family went without me. And they didn't have the best time of their life. And I got a lot of regrets for that. So 2017, I was working for a friend here in Canmore, Alberta, helping with a couple of hotels of his. And I literally, in the lobby, had a nervous breakdown. And I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I can't deal with bridezillas anymore. I can't, people who got the wrong soup spoon. I'm like, I just can't do it. And I'm like, I knew I wanted to work online. I knew it. Rob was 100% behind me. He's like, you know what? Focus on you. Focus on what you want to do and what we want to do as a family and our goals. And our family goals were to spend time together. That's why we got married. That's why, we have children and stuff, is to spend time with them, not to them to have holidays without us. So it was a tough lesson to learn. But I will never look back. Working online is, for me, the only way to go. We are so grateful that we've met a ton of like-minded people like us. So we have support because, yes, trust me, I had no skills. Really, I didn't. I could send an email and stuff like that, but I made it my mission to use Google and use YouTube and learn. I just had I wanted to learn. And I said, we didn't have a plan A, a plan B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever. This was it. I wasn't going back to hospitality. And, that old saying, come hell or high water. And we did it. And we met Rick and Sue and Mel. And there's, some days are tough. Like any business, but you got your friends here now, and we all enjoy what we do, and we love meeting the people, and we love helping people and showing everybody that there's a different side to working online. I know it can be scary, but it's not. It really isn't that scary. And I'm at the point where exactly right. And honestly, I am not a techie girl. I made myself one, but literally, if I can do it, anyone. If I can get Rob to post a go live, anyone can do it.
Oh, that's funny. And you know what you said about, I wanted to go online, I wanted to learn. So many people get to a point of I see this on different Facebook groups I'm part of and different just chatters that I hear. So many people get to a point in their life, their kids are starting to grow up a bit older, and they're just like, I just want to go back and learn something. I want to learn something new. And it's so bizarre to me now. It wasn't before, it was normal practice, but it's so bizarre to me now that when people first think that, they think, what can I go and pay thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to go back and study, to do that for a while and not be guaranteed a job at the end. And so that was not something that I ever considered until I became part of this. And, you know, I
did the economy, right?
Yeah.
It's like you could go to university. I'm not saying education's, you know,
No.
don't go to university or anything like that. I think
No.
secondary education is very important. But, you know, when I started, I was 45. And going back to school for me wasn't an option. I didn't want to do that. And what was I going to take?
Yeah, it's so nice to know that there's other options out there for sure. Yeah. Like I went to university, I haven't used my university degree, oopsie, but I did that thing. And for me, yeah, I know I couldn't go back and do another one and not sure whether I was going to use it at the other end. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that, because when you said that so many people wanted to learn something new, they burn out and they want to sort of start fresh, that yeah, it's not just, you know, study, job options. There's so many more out there now. And there's so much more common. So thank you. Thank you for sharing. And hopefully next time we can get Rob to join us.
That would be nice.
Yeah. All right, Mel, I'd love to hear a bit of your story.
Well, my name is Mel, aka Frenchie. So I was born and raised in Montreal, and I moved to Alberta in 2017. 2007. What year are we in? 2021. Oh my goodness. Seriously. You know, this is a problem. You're on the computer and I still keep typing 2020. You know, I think we need to get past through the January, right? So I moved here in 2007. So quite a few years ago. It was actually to learn English. And, you know, over the years, I work, if you're in Canada, I mean, you would know what Canadian Tire is. And I made it all the way to store manager. And that's really what I wanted to do. And then realized that I didn't want to be, you know, stuck in a square box 7 days a week, like I was already working, right? And then I met, you know, Kevin, my boyfriend, and we've been together many years. And we were always talking that we wanted to do something online. And we knew that, you know, that was the way to go. But, you know, just a few months prior to that, we were actually looking into getting our Benjamin Moore franchise. We had done all the steps and we were looking into this. And then that's when at one point I said, no, you know, I already work in retail for 15 years. I don't want to switch from one retail, you know, to another. I really don't want to be in a box. So, and I mean, just a Benjamin Moore franchise was $75,000, you know, to get the franchise, right? So, and for what, right? To exactly be stuck between four walls 7 days a week, right? So we went on and I did a year of research online, and I came across, you know, this community and this business, and yeah, I joined the community in September 2017. So just over 3 years. I think I was just a month before Jody. So within 2 weeks, I was like, you know what, let's do this. I had done enough research that I knew that this was the right one for me, right? I think one thing that really made it for me that I wanted to jump in was the community. You know, I had looked at so many things online where you were on your own, you know, and I know that as a store manager in retail, when you're stuck and you have questions, it's hard when you're by yourself, right? So having the background of working with a team, I knew that, you know, it was definitely easier. So this is one of the main things why I decided to join this business and not, you know, drop shipping or Shopify, or God knows, you know, name them. There's a million different businesses out there, right? For me, it was the support in the community and having a mentor and a coach. That was the most important for me, right? And then I went on. So 2018 was, you know, pretty decent for a first year, I would say. I got to travel a lot. I actually, my first 2 years as a business owner, I got to travel 10 times a year, which was pretty insane. Like between Montreal and Vancouver, like multiple trips for the business in Vancouver, Mexico, with, you know, many, I think there was like 40 of us. Then we did, I think it was last year, with these lovely people down here. We went to Texas which was an amazing 4-day trip, on the ocean, the beach house and everything. So multiple trip, of course, back home, because one of the reasons why I joined online was that I could afford to go to Montreal and visit my family more often, right? I mean, let's face it, I could get a cheaper trip to go to Mexico than to go visit my family in Montreal, right? Leaving from Calgary. So, and like Jody, I have, unfortunately, death in my family, and paying $1,000 for the same day flight to go to Montreal, it's super expensive. And I didn't wanted my, retail paying job being the factor of why I couldn't afford to go visit my family back home, or why I couldn't go for multiple years. And this was, that was really the main reason why I wanted to start this. So honestly, I mean, I have gone like to a 48-hour trip to Montreal. It takes 4 hours to go there, and I was literally there for 48 hours. Like, who does that? Who travels across the country for 48-hour trip? Seriously, I do, right? And it was the best, honestly, surprising my family to be there, going to my best friend's wedding, to then flying across the country to Vancouver for 24 hours to go on a business trip and then come back to Calgary. I mean, I did 3 provinces in 3 days. Like, I could have never imagined I could have done that before, right? But this business has allowed me to not miss my best friend's wedding, but, in the same time, still not having to sacrifice my business meeting for a big celebration in Vancouver. Those are all things that I could have never done if I still would be in retail. It's been, I've been honestly, truly grateful for this. And my spouse, we run a construction business, and let's face it, with COVID in construction, going into people's home, it's not easy, right? And so he's self-employed, right? So he doesn't have, being self-employed. If any of you are self-employed, that you don't necessarily have, you can apply for EI, or, there's many things that you cannot do, right? So that having that online business I'm able to support both of us, right? And so for me, having started, prior COVID was a true blessing, right? And I don't think I fully realized the whole thing until we came into COVID, where I was so happy. I'm not saying what I want to say right now, but I was so happy to have this already established, when I talk to people on coaching calls, like when people are wanting to join, and they're telling me, I just had a coaching call yesterday, and the guy's like, COVID has changed everything. He's like, I'm tired of putting my family at risk to go to my job every day, and I don't know if I will take it back to my infant at home, right? And that's the reality. And that's why I love being able to work from my laptop. I'm at home every day, and I don't need to be around people that I don't know if they will get me sick or not. Plus, I get paid, and it pays my bills, I don't know. I love working on that. I honestly do, right? So. Yeah.
Sometimes you just can't say enough good things about it.
That's right, exactly. And I think it's about appreciating what you have right now, but also not letting fear control, your life. And that's how I was. I was not the most positive person when I started. Every project that I started before, I would either quit or fail because, as soon as the first obstacle would come across, I was just like, nah, I'm done, right? And this business made me realize a lot of things personally. I have really done a lot of personal growth, and anybody in this community can tell you, you're not just getting a business, you're getting freaking like, a whole new life, seriously, right? I went from being a somewhat negative person to really positive and being grateful for what I have, right? And it's changed so much as a human being, honestly. It's definitely more. And plus, meeting these cute little faces there and going out for drinks and travel. Like, why would you not like that?
Yeah, absolutely. I can totally relate to the family travel part. As people know that are seeing parts on my page, my family's all in Australia. I lived in Canada the last 10 years. I actually met my husband at the ski resort that Jody was talking about. So small little world there. I also lived in Canmore years ago. So my family's all back there. My parents come out as often as they can, but obviously now with COVID, everything's kind of stopped. I it's taken a lot longer for me to renew my passport and everything because of all the restrictions. Anyway, basically, I joined this business with a huge focus on not having to stress about how I was going to pay for a family of now 4 to get to Australia to go and see my family, because it's great if my parents can come and visit, but I still have a brother and a sister-in-law and nephews and a sister and a brother-in-law and another nephew and a new niece on the way that's going to be so exciting. So I actually haven't met my nephew, and he's 2.5, maybe more, 2.5, nearly, he's going to be 3, and I'm not going to still even meet him. And that is heartbreaking, because and that's why I built this business. I've been building so that I can comfortably just say, all right, I'm going to Australia this year, and I'm going to Australia every year after. And that's, so I can totally understand that push, because family is so important. And if you can't be there for your family, and, online and Zooms and this kind of communication is great, but it's just not quite the same as a good warm hug. So
I know.
I totally understand. I don't think I'll ever be able to do a 24 or 48 hour turnaround to go see my family, seeing that's how long it takes to get there. But, I could do a week or 2 weeks or something like that, which would be a lot shorter than I've ever done before. So I can totally relate there. Alrighty, well, we're creeping up in time. I don't like to get them too long, but I want to thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. If anything else, it was just a great excuse to catch up with you all again. I've seen you all multiple times now. Mel, I just saw her randomly in the airport. She was at the airport. I was like, hey, how you doing? And she was like, oh, hi. And then Jody, we went for, I thought it was going to be a half hour, maybe hour coffee break. And it ended up 4 hours later. We're like, hey, we really should get on with the day. I missed out on a massage that day before because of that. But it was worth it. It was a great catch up. So, all right, I'm going to leave it all there for everyone watching. Thanks again. Thanks for your comments, your likes, and all that jazz. Next week, we are going to be going somewhere overseas, and I am yet to decide where we're going to go. So if anyone has a country that they would like to see business owners from, then drop it in the comments, and I'm going to dig up people, because we've got them worldwide, and I'm happy to share them all with you. So thanks again, and bye for now. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.